Hi everyone, it's Robin and welcome back to my channel. Again, it's been a while. I have a feeling that's going to be an ongoing theme from here on out. Although I'm going to try to get back to a more, not a schedule because the schedule stresses me out, but posting on a more regular basis. So cross everything, but both of my girls are back in school. My youngest just started secondary school, which means I no longer have to do the school run. You know, other things have replaced my time. So, yeah. So the other day on Instagram, I asked, and I'll post my Instagram account below if you want to see it. I asked, you know, what do you guys want to see to kind of jump back in the saddle, so to speak? And I have a list. You guys have come up with some really great ideas. Overwhelmingly though, people wanted to know more about my new Chanel Jumbo. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm not gonna do like a review. Like I see a lot of reviews, you know, that show, okay, you know, and they come out with a tape measure, you know, and the strap drop and all that. And that's great. That is a fantastic thing. They're great videos to have. But there's 15,000 of them out there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do really quick my buying experience, go into kind of how I view the bag, the pros and cons, if I have any struggles, how I pack it, and then like kind of finish it up with what's in my bag. So let's get started. My birthday was last month in July. Thank you so much I got so many beautiful, happy birthday messages and wishes and things like that. And that's so, so nice of you. So thank you so much. And I was at Selfridges with my husband. We were looking at, what do you want for your birthday? Oh, I don't know. And I don't want to ask for things, I have so many nice things already, and I just got a Birkin in May. And so, I was hesitant to say, really anything, just take me for coffee, and I had been talking about getting, sorry, my fringe is growing out. And anyway, I'd been talking about getting a vintage jumbo. So the single flap, for a while, and I'd showed him and he's like, yeah, that's, beautiful bag. And when we were at Selfridges, he says, you know what, why don't you just go for a brand new, double flap? I know, the pros and, the pros of a single flap, but I would prefer you just go new. Okay, I'm not going to argue with that. So we popped down to the Chanel boutique at Selfridges, and I was helped by a lovely SA. I was also looking at the GST just in case. That's still on my radar though, so we'll see. And she brought a few bags for me to look at, in addition to this. It's right here, so that's why I keep looking. Brought me a few bags to look at, and we looked. I decided, yeah, definitely want this one. And so she said, okay, you know what, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go pop these other handbags, back into the stock room. And, while I'm gone, just, wear it for a few more minutes, wear it, look in the mirror, pack it up with your items from your handbag to make sure it's not going to be too heavy, that it fits everything you want. Really make sure that it's the size you want, because we still have that GST. I'll leave the GST right here. So I did all that, and while she was in the back, and I carried it and I looked at it, and then I put it on the counter and was talking to my husband, and I was still standing near it, but I didn't have my hand on it, but I was within arm's reach. And up marches this little militant lady. I'm not going to say where she's from. We get a lot of people that come in. They flood into London in the summer, and they just go absolutely buck wild in the high-end boutiques, because the cost of luxury goods here in London, which is crazy to me, is still generally a lot less expensive than in their home country. So she sees the bag and she picks it up, and I'm sitting there, I'm kind of looking at her going, because it's still not technically mine, I'm gonna buy it, but no money has changed hands. So she's looking at it, and then she starts to manhandle it, and she's opening it and pulling, and I'm and so the lady behind the counter, who was helping another guest, but the guest had walked away to look in the mirror, was like, ma'am, can I help you? And she pulls out a credit card and thrusts it at the sales associate and says, I'll have this. And the sales associate looks at me, and I'm like, And she's like, actually, this bag belongs to this lady. And she looked inside, and I had put back in like the stuffing, and she's like, this is your bag? And I said, well, I'm buying it. And she's like, oh, so you haven't bought it yet? And no. And so she looks back at the sales associate and like pushes the card at her, says, I'll buy this bag. And the sales associate's like, no. Okay, at this point I'm starting to get anxious, because the sales associate that was helping me had just told me this was the last jumbo in the store, and one of the last few in London. She checked inventory because I wasn't sure if I wanted gold or silver, but anyway. So I'm like standing there. I didn't know what to do. So my SA walks up. What they ended up, the SA tries to grab it. The lady had it in her hands and wouldn't let go. I was ready to pull the Karate Kid move and like sweep the leg just like Johnny, because it was like handbag Hunger Games up in there. Needless to say, I won. I didn't have to sweep the leg, so that's good. But I would have, because Chanel. So anyway, so that's my funny little story. I did end up taking it home. 6 minutes of me talking about I am awesome. Okay, so here's the bag. I think I've shown it to you guys. It's been in a few Instagram pictures, but really quick, it is a jumbo Chanel gold hardware. Somebody said in some of the pictures that it looked silver hardware, but it's gold hardware, I promise. Caviar leather, beautiful as can be. I love it. So let me try and do, okay. So pros about the bag. The bag's beautiful. I mean, I just love it, and it smells good, and I love it, and yeah. So really quick, I'll pop it open. It's got the double flap. It's so pretty. Oh, my clay isn't there. So this is my Louis Vuitton Epi leather key clay. This is 10 years old, by the way, guys. I'm just gonna say that, and just gonna leave that right there. 10 years old. Okay, so this is a great bag, but it's not for me an everyday bag, and here's why. I can't carry enough in it for a day-to-day where I can just shove things in it and keep going, and then the next day just grab it without packing and repacking and all of that. And I'll show you what I put in it, and then at the end I'll do like a quick what's in my bag thing. Okay, so in it I put, this is an Hermes Bebop, and this is gonna be fun. Put that in there. Okay, and then this is a Louis Vuitton Insolite, however you say that. And I pop that inside. And more or less, thus concludes my packing. Because if I put anything in there, anything else, like these are my Tom Ford sunglasses. And seriously, Tom Ford, like, get your life. Like, this is way too much of a case. But then I guess that's how big they are. I don't know. It's heavy though. But it doesn't, it's not that it doesn't fit. It's that, watch. When I close the bag, it sort of pops out the flap because it pushes, because it's hard. So now I don't really wear sunglasses all that much in London, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. I've been thinking about possibly getting the Louis Vuitton, sort of the sunglass case that they do, the soft-sided one. So if you have one and you can, you know, what do you think? Tell me. Like, please let me know down in the comments if you think that it's a worthwhile investment, especially if you have, you know, like a jumbo and you find that it truly does help with the room. But more or less, like, that's it. I mean, I could fit a shawl in there, but I'd have to like really bundle it up properly, and I'm definitely one of those that, you know, sticks it, you know, just kind of mashes it up and puts it in there. The other things that the other way that I've packed it is taken my bigger makeup bag, and then instead of using my Insolite wallet, I've used just a mini pochette, and then I put that sort of like that. And I haven't even really, yeah, see, I guess I could kind of do that, But then again, I have a feeling that it's gonna kind of kick that corner out. Yeah, see? And you know, you can see where it's really, and this is nice and flat, and this is really kicking out. And it's not that I am, you know, we all know I'm not overly precious with my handbags. You know, it's a handbag and it needs to function and it needs to be a handbag. But at the same time, I'm not going to go out of my way to abuse it. I am just, you know, of the opinion that in the course of a day, if, you know, in the course of life, if it does take a knock or a ding or a scratch, like it's okay because it's a handbag and that's what happens. But I'm not going to go out of my way and knowingly put it in harm's way. You know, kind of like kids. I know that they're going to, you know, they're going to fall and scrape their knees, but, you know, I'm not going to like tell them to go play in traffic type of a thing. So, yeah. So the pros of the bag are obviously it's a beautiful bag. I like that it's truly the chameleon of bags. It looks fabulous with a really dressy outfit and is a beautiful bag and really elevates, you know, as an evening bag. It's not a clutch, but it definitely looks, you know, wouldn't look out of place at a, you know, at a benefit dinner or something like that. But then I think the best example I can give you of how great it looks with like a street style look is Jerusha Couture. I'll find one of the videos or go check out her Instagram, and she'll wear it with like jeans and boots and like a leather jacket and her hair, you know, up in her, because she's got like Rapunzel hair, no joke, and she'll wear, you know, her sunnies, and she just looks so tough, but in like a feminine girly way. Like she rocks that look. And honestly, I've been looking at the bag for a while. You know, I've seen people wear it. Nobody really styled it in a way that was overly inspiring. But I always admired the bag. And then I saw Jerusha and I was like, yeah, I have to have that bag right there because I want to be Jerusha when I grow up. We'll just, you know, we'll ignore the fact that I'm way older than her, but whatever. So yeah. So I like the versatility. I like that I can carry it over my shoulder, and then I have the option of crossbodying it. So if you want to carry it on your shoulder, you do this. If you want to crossbody, you do that. And you can do it either way. And you can do it so that the chain is in the back or in the front. I tend to do it so that the chain is in the back because what it means is the way it tips for me, it tips better against my body and it doesn't lean forward, it leans back towards me. Your mileage may vary. You know, just play, if you have one, just play around with it. But if you have one, you already know what I'm talking about. The cons of the bag. It gets heavy. It's a heavy bag anyway, like any all leather bag, any quality all leather bag, you know, just like a Birkin, just like the Celine bags. It's an extremely heavy bag, even just empty. And then when you start throwing things in it, it gets heavier and heavier. And I don't pack light because what if I need 16 lipsticks? I'm going to be ready, you know. So, I've had to learn to abbreviate my packing with this particular bag, but it's definitely not a bag that I would do like a day, like walking around all day where I wasn't going to be stopping, you know, with semi-frequency just to rest it because it does start to dig, and especially crossbody because it kind of hits you right here and it can dig in. That said, I think that this winter, you know, as I'll be wearing more like tunic-y sweaters and things like that, and I have a little bit more padding, I think I'll find it to be even more comfortable. But like I wore it the other day, I wore a pair of, you know, boyfriend jeans rolled up, and I wore one of my favorite sort of mid-season boots, which are the Fiorentini and Baker Eli's. They're kind of like a slouchy ankle boot, and I wore just a white button-up shirt with this, and red lipstick and sunglasses, and I felt really like, you know when you go out and you're like, I look cute today. Like I felt like I looked really, you know, like cute, not edgy, but you know, definitely, yeah. So I was liking it. I don't know where I was going with any of that. Oh, so I can see in winter if I have a coat on, or I can kind of, you know, put it over the scarf, I think it's going to be even more comfortable to carry. But when we go on road trips, it's fantastic because it spends a lot of time in the car and I can just sit and look at it. which is lame, but whatever. Yeah, so that's the bag. Really quick, I'm gonna do a really fast, because I'm already 15 minutes in, story of my life. A quick what's in my bag. This is my Bebop. This seems to be the makeup pouch that I've been carrying a lot. I'll quickly go over it. I've got Tom Ford Casablanca, which is just like a medium mauve neutral shade. I have, this is the, who is this, Givenchy? Yeah, Givenchy, just a powder, face powder. I have a small mascara. I've got a lip liner. I've got an eyeliner. I have tweezers. I have, this is a one of the birthday presents from one of my dearest friends, Emma. It is the Erin like travel comb. It's gold, it's beautiful, it's really like heavy, and I have used this so many times, because not only that, but you can really, you can do a great part for a ponytail, and I love it, and it's the perfect size to go in my Bebop. It's it's one of those things, never in a million years would I have ever thought to buy it for myself, and now it's indispensable, and I have a feeling I'll be ending up buying these for friends as gifts, because again, you would never buy it for yourself, but it's such like a luxurious little thing to have. So Emma, if you're watching, thank you so much. Awesome gift. NARS Velvet Lip Pencil in Cruella. And then just a handful of, there's like hair stuff, a perfume, and a saline in case I'm wearing contacts and my eyes get dry, which they are wont to do, which is why you rarely see me in contacts. Wallet, bank cards. I don't think I have any cash because I just changed into this wallet, but this is where you put your cash, and then you also have these like back slip pockets, what's in here, Oyster card, that sort of thing, and then you have another thing there. And I also bought the chain so I can use this as a clutch, so that when I'm walking around London, honestly, nobody can snatch it from me. This is empty. I just brought it for the video really quick. And then the last makeup bag, this has got a lot in it, so I'll be quick. Sally Hansen cuticle stuff. Muji, it's like a nail file, a buffer, and I don't know, basically if I get like a snagged corner of a nail, it's just fantastic. And it's in like a little plastic thing so it doesn't rough up anything else in my bag. I love that. Chantecaille compact, oh sorry. Hi, that's my setup right there. Chantecaille, it's like a powder foundation in bamboo. Another nail file, I need to take that out. Powder brush by Sephora, it's like a retractable. What else is in here? Aleve. In the States, this is like your go-to good pain reliever. I just always keep one of these and then I refill it. Hair tie thing, hair clip, assorted contact lenses. I think it's a pair for my husband and myself, just in case of a zombie apocalypse and we have to flee the homeland quickly, like we'll be able to see, at least for 24 hours. Cola Pop by Clinique. This little thing from Pixi, if you see these, grab one. Flawless Vitamin Veil Foundation. Okay, it's not a ton of coverage, but if you're out and you notice like you're getting red, or you've like messed up your lip line, or you need a little something on your nose, like this is actually great, and it's really, really small. I don't really have anything to kind of put it up against. Well, like there's the lipstick to give you an idea, the size of it. It's really small. What else is in here? A NYX Jumbo Pencil in Yogurt, just a frosty, like peachy color, old lip liner, a brow pencil, Pink Treat by MAC, small Tom Ford Noir, more tweezers, more hair things, and then an assortment of Band-Aids and plasters and another nail file because I've got 10. Oh, and a lens wipe because I can never see. And that's pretty much everything I take on a regular basis. So yeah, I think I did an okay job talking about the bag. I love it, and I'm so glad to have it. I am one of the comments, or a comment that I've seen over and over on my videos or on my Instagram, and it is probably one of the most not reassuring or affirming is, but like it just makes me feel like, okay, I'm on the right track, is people have mentioned that I have really curated a really thoughtfully purchased collection of like handbags and high-end goods, and that I obviously put a lot of thought into what I purchase, and that, first of all, is very true in that I put a lot of thought into it. I can't say that it's the greatest collection, because here's the thing: I don't think a collection has to be huge or vast to be magnificent. I think that if you buy with your lifestyle in mind, I don't go to dinners and dances and and galas and things like that, and so I don't need like a clutch. I don't, I buy according to what my lifestyle dictates. And, sometimes we go to really nice dinners though. And so I've got some really nice handbags, but they kind of double up as day-to-day handbags. Even if I wouldn't carry this as my weekly handbag, always keeping it out, there's nothing saying that I couldn't take this out on a Tuesday, and so, yeah, I just wanted to touch on that. I think that, like having a collection that you have carefully thought out and cultivated is the important bit, not hitting the it bags or, whatever. I don't know where I was going with that, but that's it. I'm going to wrap it up with that. I don't know how great this video was, but it's hard when you haven't filmed for like, a month. You kind of get out of the swing of it, and it's awkward for a while. So this one will be awkward, but I'm going to try and get back into it. The other videos that people have been requesting, people want to know more about my Birkins. They wanted me to do an updated handbag collection. They want me to do another Q&A, which I'll ask again on Instagram. If you have questions, go ahead and list them. That's the easiest way for me to do it. What else do people want to know? And then people just want me to do a chit chat. Oh, like favorites, so I'll do a favorites video. I can't get into the whole, it's not that I don't like them, but like the August favorites, it stresses me out because I'm like, I gotta hurry. And a lot of my favorites are generally like long-term. They're not like a monthly thing. So I'll definitely do like a favorites, updated skincare routine, that sort of thing. So, all right, my darlings, I am off, but I will see you all soon, and you take care, and see you later. Okay. Instagram, I'll link it below. Okay. So, take care. Talk to you soon. Bye.